that fight them powers that be. It's your girl, Miss Listen Knows, PNCRadio.fm.
Thank you for the uplifting music, P-Wise.
That's right, I'm
My man.
Mike Larry. And we're sitting here with Mr. Daryl Johnson. And we were definitely about to get in your business, but before we did, before we went to break, we were asking you about the
Bloomberg, I think, right?
Yeah, the mayor.
Yeah.
Do you think he's whack or you think he's good? Don't lie.
I mean, whack is a little bit harsh. I will tell you, he's not been the greatest in my community, put it that way. You know, since Bloomberg had a plan when he came to office to create 165,000 units of affordable housing. So they created about 155,000. Never before has a city been unaffordable. Go right outside the studio. Can you afford any of these apartments around here?
I can't even afford to be here.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, while he created some efficiencies, certainly he
a lot of deficiencies. You know, they're changing everything to make it more appealing, so for people to want to move in.
Exactly.
Like, did they change some of the names of Bronx communities?
No, we've been.
No, they changed Harlem. They call it So Hot.
Yeah.
Isn't the South Bronx so bro?
No, they so broke.
Yeah, more like it. More like it.
It's different. No, but
you take the city bike share program, Bloomberg's, you know, pet project. They rolled the city bike program. They never thought about the Bronx.
The
we
blue
don't have any.
the
We
blue
don't have
bikes?
any city bikes. Yeah, the blue bikes, city bikes. We don't have any bikes in the Bronx.
Queens
You know
only
why,
The
though, right?
Bronx was left out of that because
they wanted them bikes to last.
Oh, see, we gotta get rid of that stereotype. See, that's the thing.
Exactly. We getting charged the arm and a leg if we lose it anyway. They put a $200 hold on my account.
Yeah.
Nah, but there were people that were actually trying to take it off the thing without paying for it, so they knew that the Bronx knew how to get it off.
Oh yeah, well.
They was gonna put a key in the hanger, bike is off.
Coming at
They
the
ride. I'm just joking, Bronx. You know, Lisa, love you. But is he really like getting paid $1 a year? Is that
He's only getting paid $1 a year, and I think that's too much.
you want him to get EBT? That's it.
I mean, he's worth $4 billion. He doesn't need anything.
So he should just work for free.
Yeah, or he should pay us.
He should.
You know what? He should take everything that he should be paid his regular salary, but that salary, it would be nice if he can donate that salary to the charity of his choice.
And then he would still get a tax write-off and make some money off it, no? He would still find a way to make
It'd
money.
be a win-win for all parties.
Yeah.
It'd be perfectly fine.
Speaking of which, I'm going to donate 30% of my salary to the local charities in the district.
You said that one more time.
That's my middle
30%
name.
of my
My name is Miss Listen Knows Charity of the
Okay.
District. So how much you said 30%? Yo, I'm gonna be
30%,
living
30%.
nice. That is so good. Yo, I'm ready for that money. I'm ready.
Well, it is. I mean, you know, the council member job pays $112,500 a year.
Okay.
That's 17 times what the average person in my district makes. It's, you know, you have to perform in this job, and I'm going to take it seriously. So.
Yeah, and it's refreshing to have a candidate that says that. It's refreshing
Thank
to
you.
have a face-to-face and to really build with the candidate because they seem so, you know, unreachable. You know.
And that's a part of the problem too. You know, like I said, I've lived in the district for 20 years. We've had a council member for 12 years. I never met the lady.
Speaking of that.
Is she Caucasian?
No.
Okay.
Speaking of that, I think the mayor in Jersey, in one of the parts in Jersey, do not judge me if I have the wrong name. I think it's Cory Booker. He uses social media to reach out. Like somebody could say it's a pothole in blah, blah, blah street. And he'll go there himself, he'll survey it, and he'll expedite the process. Do you feel like you're going to use social media in the same, if not alter the way where you could still have the people reach out to you through social media?
Social media, I'm using all formats. You got to reach out to people. Cory Booker has been a good example of that. You got to let's get back to that creative. Like I was telling you, you got to think out of the box.
Yeah.
You know, it's not all the traditional. You need social media. You need it all.
I feel like Obama definitely like opened that up. Like in that first election, like he really showed us what social media, and that was before Instagram, like using the pothole filter to hit up Cory Booker. Like that was just on like Facebook and Twitter, and he really like took it to the next level and showed some stuff. But I just have one more question about Bloomberg. Do you think he was wrong for extending his what is it called, like
Term limits.
Like was that okay?
Hell yeah, he was wrong. That was a slap in the face to voters. That was, you know.
Cause why didn't Bill Clinton do that then? Like I'm confused.
The voters of New York City voted overwhelmingly twice that you should have 2 terms in office. That's enough,
it.
and then we need some new ideas. He took it upon himself. I'm the mayor. I'm big bad. I have my lawyers. I have my money. We're gonna overturn this. And then he, in extension, got the city council to go along with him.
Did he like change it right back after he got his third term?
Exactly. Exactly.
Done.
Exactly. And
That's
you know,
humorous.
all our minority council members from the outer boroughs, they all went along with it. They all went along with it.
Money
Again,
talks.
self-serving.
I think that's really shady.
Yeah.
And speaking of really shady,
Grimy.
speaking of grimy, so before we went to our second break, we were going to tell our listeners what music mogul was found at lunch trying to steal somebody else's artist. So, Jay-Z, he has Rock Nation, and one of his artists is Rita Ora. Rita Ora was caught having lunch with T.I. T.I. trying to do the swoop down and steal her. Do you think that, and when they saw, like, when the fans and everybody started catching on, they, like, quickly, like, scrambled and, like, made it seem like they was just, like, chilling elsewhere. Do you think that's wrong?
I'm saying Jay-Z carved a real niche for himself with Rock Nation and all he's really, really taking it out of the box to the next level. You know, am I mad at T.I. for trying to step up to them? Not really. You know, I think all is fair in business.
And politics.
Yeah.
Now, staying with the social aspect and the media aspect. A problem that I have is a lot of these kids, they want to be rappers. They want to be in the spotlight. They want to be in the club, popping bottles, getting live and things like that. So they either rap or they take the negative route of selling drugs. Now you'll have the elders of the community say, why you always want to do that? Why don't you want to be a doctor? Why don't you want to be a lawyer? Why don't you want to be, you know, I'm not saying a generic job, but what the elders think is a positive job. Oh, doctors and lawyers, that's it. Now, what I feel like what you could do as your platform in city, you know, in your position, is basically you can try to get the other people in the music industry or the entertainment industry that's positive, not rappers, but let's say a Nick Cannon, let's say a Terrence J, let's say a Blockzilla, let's say an Elliot Wilson. Because a lot of, like, Terrence J is from Queens.
You love you some Terrence damn J.
Terrence J and Nick Cannon are my idols.
His new name is Terrence Jenkins.
Terrence Jenkins?
Yeah, he added the rest of the letters to his last
Well,
name.
listen, if I was, you know what's crazy? If I was on E-Television, Mike Larry would change right back to Lawrence Hudson in a heartbeat. So I can't even knock him.
I with that one.
I can't even knock him. Jenkins, Mr. Jenkins.
Jenkins?
You know his moms was yelling at him all the time. Mr. Jenkins, come clean your room. Okay, mom, that's
Jenkins is not
clean it.
good.
Like, so do you feel like are you gonna use your platform to try to bring some of those positive members to show the kids that, hey, it's okay to like music, it's okay to like, you know, the industry and music and entertainment, but it's other routes. You could be a producer, you could be an actor, you could be, you know, a positive influence. I'm not saying that rappers aren't positive, but are you gonna try to reach out to, let's say, the names that I previously named to see if they'll step up to the plate?
Absolutely right. I think we're all stakeholders. Nick Cannon, Jenkins, they're all stakeholders in this, and they all have a role to play, particularly with young youth. I'd say 90% of the youth in my district, they all want to be a rapper. They see it as easy. They see it as, you know, it's a lot of hard work. And I mean, ask Jay-Z if it's easy. Ask the Locks. Ask, you know, all these people that's been trying and trying to keep their name out there if it's been easy. Getting back to what you said, producers, directors. I mean, you know, it's so many other formats that folks can make lucrative careers out of, and nobody's really talking about that. They think, oh, it's this rap game, and, you know, there's a little more talk about the investment side of it now as opposed to when it was before, but yeah, I don't want to say shame people, but I'm definitely going to have people step up to the plate.
Now, personal question. You said 90% of the people in your district want to rap.
My youth.
Oh, your youth.
My
The youth.
youth, yeah.
Is 90% of the youth good?
Good enough to make it to where they can make a career or live in it? No.
Sometimes you gotta hear the truth. Listen, guys.
No,
not
I'm here to
everybody
tell
is
the
a rapper.
truth. No, and not everybody's a doctor. Not everybody's a lawyer.
Exactly.
Not everybody, you know, is made for that. You know what I mean? And the world's going to be just fine with mechanics and directors and those things.
And more Chipotle workers, like, get my burrito, like, I mean, get in where you fit in. Stop trying to rap. Maybe you are the best burrito maker in this world. You need to do that. You need to get behind the counter, to make, like, do that. Remix the burrito. Like,
you know, there's nothing wrong
stop.
with that.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So and other things, you know, you said mechanics and things of that nature. your goal is to create an amount of jobs. I think you said 3,000 jobs? 5,000 jobs. Now, what programs are you going to implement in order to make these 5,000 jobs? How are you going to go across to do that?
I'm glad you said that. I'm not a programs kind of guy. I mean, programs is what most politicians offer you. Programs can be cut. They're always cut. They're cut, they're downsized, eliminated, blah, blah. I'm not into that. I come from the private sector, so I want to bring private money to attack this problem we have. I'm looking for a $25 to $50 million investment from private organizations. I've been in touch with several boards. If I can make my district attractive enough where people can take a chance on us, then you're going to have your jobs. New York City needs to return to manufacturing. Those jobs pay well. My opponents, they'll tell you, oh, we're going to create 1,000, new jobs. Those are minimum wage jobs. I mean, you could create 100,000 jobs at $7.25 an hour. I would still be the poorest district in the nation. People still would not be able to afford their rent. So you've got to raise income. And the only way you do that is to train, educate. If you dropped out, you need, years ago you used to have some vocation. So if education didn't work out, you had some skill with your hand, you could do that. We've kind of abandoned that. We need to kind of get back to that. Not push people, but at least provide an outlet if that's where you think you're best suited. But definitely private industry investment. I'm going to be out there working very hard to bring the private in there.
Well, speaking of private.
Wait, I had one more question about what he was doing with the private sector and things of that nature. I'm sorry.
So did I. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
It was like back, it was like back and forth. The one last question I had was, what can the people do to help you out with this mission?
Be responsible. Stop looking, everybody stop me, Mr. Johnson, I need a job. I've had several jobs like everybody in here. Nobody ever gave it to me. Nobody ever knocked on my door and said, here it is.
And if they did, they Jehovah's Witness. We don't know. Yeah. We ain't want that job.
I want my community to be responsible. I will meet you halfway, because you know what? Any politician, we're only as good as the people that are behind us. So, I can offer you the solution. I can put the solution near to your reach, but you gotta take those next steps. I'm tired of us as a people, not giving our full share and then complaining about it. We need to stop that. We need to really do that, and I'm gonna work hard on that.
I feel a little bad asking my question, but I'm gonna still ask it.
Oh man.
Cause I wanna know about that private. So.
Section.
Business. I wanna know about your personal life. I wanna get into your, I feel like, you came on this list and no show. I can't hold back. Like I'm definitely intrigued at you as a person. I think you're a great person. The integrity is there. You're gonna help your community. But I feel like at the end of the day, there are a lot of slimy politicians like Wiener. And I wanted to know what you thought about that, like all of his drama. What are you going to do to keep yourself out of that kind of light? And I want to, get into your business a little bit. So, let's just do a little bit of that.
Well, as far as Wiener, he's got his hands full. I'm going to leave it at
with
that.
With that, his hands are full. He got a phone in one hand.
He take his phone out.
And then he got,
or think with his bigger head, you know what I mean? All these things are a distraction. I actually think Anthony Weiner is a good guy. He's a good person. He's got some good ideas for the city. I think he's got the strength and the drive. But all this stuff serves as a distraction. One thing as politicians, or just as people in general who aspire to public positions, you need to watch and see those who came before you. When was Clinton's business in the Oval Office? That was a good 10 years ago, man. If you can't see that, that stuff's a no-no, stay away from it. I'm proud that the city council is a close enough role to the people where, this type of stuff won't serve as a distraction. I know I don't do those type of things. I'm not, you know what I mean?
None of those bad pictures in the phone. Good.
No, none on my phone. You can check.
Well, when is the voting happening again?
September 10th, Tuesday, September 10th.
Go out to those polls.
Make sure you guys put the blunt down. Go vote. Leave. No, for real, they gotta put that down. Put it down for a second. Go vote. Make sure y'all press that right button. Don't get too zooted. Like chill out with the nutcracker. Just go and vote. Change your life. I'm telling you, you gotta think about your children. Like stop thinking about yourself. Let's take another quick break.
Turn off First Take and go vote. Okay, turn off First Take. Stephen A's gonna be there. You can see the reruns of it. Okay, turn off The View. Or what else do people watch? What's the new one? The
Love and Hip Hop. You watch reality TV shows? What's your favorite one?
What do you used to be Braxton Family Values. What's
That don't count.
that's
No, I ain't do that. So no, you don't watch reality.
He can't admit that he
He can't
watched
watch
another hip hop Atlanta in real life.
Jay said he watches it.
Jay?
Yeah.
Jay who?
Z.
He not running for office. You can't know that he watched.
But he got it. He about to give the president the peach. He watching Love and Hip Hop on the beach.
Shit, you can't let him know you watch
You got it.
Girls Club. Come
You
on.
watch